Hi everyone, today I will talk about ADHD, which stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. The overview, I will give an introduction, the definition, causes, symptoms and implications, and my colleague Faber will talk about early intervention and teaching strategies, the strategy to manage the behavior, and finally environment and learning experiences. What do we mean by ADHD? What comes to mind when we think of a child with ADHD? What are your first thoughts about the child as a person in the classroom, with his peers, with his family? I will give the definition of ADHD. Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder is a biological neurological disorder that is characterized by poor attention and distractibility and hyperactive and impulsive behavior. It is one of the most common mental disorders that develop in children. ADHD is not just the behavior. The ADHD can affect the ability to get organized and get started, stay turned to something, and then shift focus when you need to. It has to do with you to be able to regulate alertness and let yourself relax when you need to. It has to do with regulate emotions, a lot of to do with memorize, be able to keep one thing in mind while doing something else. Basically, these are basic skills of manage daily life. There are three types of ADHD. The first is attention deficit hyperactive disorder with predominantly hyperactive impulsive behavior. Children are hyperactive, fidget, leaving their seats, and at inappropriate times, talking excessively. The second type, predominantly inattentive. Children have difficulty paying attention to details, inattention, issue with organization, distractible. And the third, combined hyperactive and inattentive type, which is the most common. Children are impulsive, they have troubles waiting their turns and interrupt others and display behaviors of both types. The causes, in spite of multiple studies, researchers have yet not determine the exactly causes of ADHD. However, scientists have discovered some factors that may cause ADHD disorder: neurological abnormalities, which is also the cluster of difficulties that involve the self-management system of the brain. Another factor is the environment may improve the chance of having ADHD, exposure to lead or pesticides in early childhood, preterm birth or low birth weight, brain injury. There is a strong evidence that ADHD has hereditary basis. Research stipulates that many genes may be involved, and these genes are linked to how dopamine moves from neuron to neuron. The symptoms of ADHD, the inattention symptoms for children up of age 16, having difficulties on focus or concentrating on tasks or play activities, being easily distracted, interrupting people during conversation, frequently fails to give close attention to details or make careless mistakes in schoolwork, at work or with other activities, does not appear to listen, often does not follow through on instructions and fails to finish schoolwork or duties in the workplace, frequently avoids, dislike, or is reluctant to tasks that require mental effort over a long period of time, loses things, is often forgetful in her daily activities. The symptoms of hyperactivity and impulsivity often fidgets with tap hands or feet, or twist the body while they are remaining sitting, often leave sitting situation when remaining seated is expected, often runs about or climb in situation where it is not appropriate, often unable to play or take part in leisure activity quietly, is often on the go acting as a drive by a motor, often talks excessively, often have trouble waiting his or her turn. Implications of ADHD regards to education. Up to 40% of the children with ADHD are failing to meet the national minimum standards for mathematics and literacy, even when they are taking medication to increase their concentration levels. ADHD can affect a child's capacity to concentrate, pay attention, listen, or put effort into school. It can make a child feel restless, talk too much, and disrupt the class. Thus, ADHD can lead to poor social relationships and general feelings of low self-esteem.